What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pot Stilled Life. I'm Ryan.
I'm AJ.
And we are getting into some underrated stuff.
Yes.
There's some bourbons that they're just so good, you hardly hear anybody talking about. They're readily available. They're not overpriced. I mean, these are value bourbons.
Yeah.
Whiskeys, I should say. Whiskeys.
Yeah, I'm looking at the whiskeys that we have up here, and I'm like, I haven't really seen too many videos on them.
No.
Yeah.
And I see all of these on the shelf all the time. And I don't think, let's see here. No, only two. I think only two of these come in above $50. The rest of them are under $50. Some of them well under $50.
Yeah.
So let's jump into some of what we say are our top 8 underrated bourbons you need to have on your shelf.
Yeah.
Period. You are not going to be disappointed. These are great for drinking neat, drinking over ice, mixing. Some of them I wouldn't necessarily mix because they're just so good. But some of them are great from both mixing and drinking neat. Others are just phenomenal neat pours.
Let's start out with some Makers. This is Makers 101. This is a total surprise. We had this on the Makers live stream.
Yes.
If you haven't checked out our live streams, check them out.
Yeah.
But this was
every Thursday at 8:30, by the way.
So we had 6 Makers we were trying. This was the 101. Great value. I think it's like $35 to $42 depending where you're at.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Comes in a nice box. It was a shocker to us how great this was.
Yeah, I don't know why we hadn't tried it beforehand. There's a couple of pairs like, why didn't we try this?
There's too much bourbon out there.
Yeah, it's underrated. We just didn't think about picking them up because it's not the hot topic.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's probably okay. These are great.
This with some old fashions.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Oh yeah. So next on the list, this is a big bottle, but it's because it has fared. It always comes in the top 3 in our blind.
Every time we do a blind,
it comes in top 3. It's like, and we never listed as like our favorite bourbon, yet it places so high. Old Forester 100 proof.
Yeah.
Yo, this is it's so good. It's on the shelf everywhere. Yeah. I mean, even this bottle. This is a 1.75 mil. And I picked it up for like $36. I mean, you can pick up a fifth of this for $20-ish, give or take a couple bucks. This is just so freaking good. Yeah. The caramels, the brown sugars, it's smooth. It stands up well if you want to mix. So this is what I use. It's a great pour for neat, but throw it over some ice or use it as a mixer. This makes a great old fashioned.
Didn't you use this to make the butter?
I did. I butter washed this to make a brown buttered bourbon, specifically for some brown butter bourbon old fashions. Yeah. They're so freaking good.
Oh yeah.
It's not too expensive that you're going to be upset that you're messing around with it.
So this one has been in 2 of our lists so far. This one was in our top 10.
Yeah.
Our top 10, but it is outside of our top 10. It's readily unknown almost. Not too many people talk about rare breed from Wild Turkey that much, but this is fantastic.
Yeah, you mentioned it and everybody's like, oh yeah, it's great, but it doesn't, that I've seen, and hey, you may see it someplace else, but I've seen it in very few top 5, top 10 lists. But everybody agrees, it's great, it's readily available, it's under $50, it's barrel proof. To get 116.8 proof bourbon for under $15, a barrel proof bourbon.
And it tastes that great?
Oh, yeah, that stuff's amazing. This was a real shocker to me. We know that we love the Kirkland signature, their little marriage to Barton 1792 with the bottle and bond, the small batch, the single barrel. That bottle and bond's phenomenal. And it's like, okay, those are great, but I've seen this on the shelf at Costco off and on for years and never really thought much about it. It's their 7-year Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey.
And didn't this win a blind for us?
I know it came in the top 3 when we did the director's blind on the live stream.
Yeah, that was the pure. We had no idea what was in there. The directors picked 5 different bourbons for us to try, and then this one. That's what I thought. Yeah,
and she had full run of anything we have. We've got bottles that are hundreds of dollars. And she didn't pick a single one that was over 60.
Exactly.
And this is under $30 at Costco, and that's a full liter. Yeah, that's a 1 liter bottle. It's really good.
It is.
I was shocked. Yeah. I really was. I did not expect it to be that good.
Next this is another one that's in my in our top 10 list.
Yeah.
But again, nobody ever talks about it. It's Rabbit Hole Derringer. It's finishing a PX sherry cask. Nice sweet flavors. It's just underrated. It's super underrated.
Yeah. You can find it again all these things you can find pretty much anywhere. It's going to be on the shelf at most stores, most areas. Nobody's really marking it up. You're going to come in roughly in the $70 to $80 range, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
They're not allocating it.
Let
me
tell you why I think it is so underrated. Because this bottle specifically, when I went to pick it up, it was covered in dust. And I'm like, there's nobody drinking this stuff? And I actually asked the store owner, I was like, is somebody drinking not just Derringer, all of the Rabbit Hole series? And I'm like, but it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, like this is my first endeavor into the rabbit hole, and this I want to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I want to keep going down and trying everything they've got, because if this is indicative of the entire series, I'm impressed. Next one is Four Roses Single Barrel. I mean, come on. You can find it anywhere.
Everywhere.
It's just so good. You don't hear necessarily a lot of people talking. Again, when it's mentioned, people say, oh yeah, it's good, but nobody's really talking about it.
Yeah.
Because they're not, outside of some of their special releases and everything, it's just consistently. Even though it's single barrel, it's consistently good. Yeah. Every one I pick up, I love it. To me, it really shows you what you can do with a high rye mash bill, because it's just so sweet and candy-like. Absolutely love that. And again, under $50 anywhere you go.
Next is the store pick for Maker's Mark. I picked this bottle up in Texas. This is the French Confection. You always had a problem saying that. You want to say connection.
I do. Yeah.
When I was in Texas, I was able to pick this up. This isn't not just this bottle, but just kind of any store pick for Maker's Mark. This is fantastic. This is another one that we tried on the live stream. This was one of 6 bourbons that we had. It's just good.
No, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with a store pick from Maker's Mark. I mean, it's because you're starting out with just a phenomenal product at the beginning. And then people the stores are adding the different staves to it. And it's just, everyone I've tried has been great. Everyone's a little bit different. If you're into new experiences, that's where the store picks are gonna come in. But it is just, I don't think you can go wrong with a store pick on it. It's kind of like, in all honesty, it's like a store pick of Woodford Double Oak. I've never had a bad store pick of Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah.
This surprised us. We tried this at the festival, at the Bourbon Festival here this past fall, and we're not rye guys. We're dipping our toes into it, but that's not our go-to.
Yeah.
Smooth Ambler Contradiction Rye.
I mean, look at this bottle. And this bottle's not even that old.
No, and you haven't even been over trying it that much. That's mostly me.
I've had maybe a pour and a half, maybe.
Yeah. It is just so good. And I don't hear people talking about this, but I mean, it is phenomenal. This is a bourbon drinker's rye. Yeah. That's what this is. I mean, I don't want to mix this with anything. I want this neat.
Just drink it straight, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want it over ice or anything. It's coming at 105 proof. It's around us, $35 to $40. It's under $40 bottle. Yeah. And it's just freaking phenomenal. Absolutely, I think it is one of the most underrated bottles sitting out there on a shelf today.
I agree.
Hey guys, if you like what we're doing, please, by the way, just hit that like button, please. It helps us out on the algorithms and all that good stuff. And if we've earned it, hit that subscribe button and then that notification bell. Let you know when we have any new content dropping or when the live streams are coming out. We do that every Thursday at 8:30, like we mentioned. And again, this is our top 8 underrated bourbons currently. These lists change constantly.
They change. Well, they change because of subjectiveness too. Like, what's different for us is what's different. It's going to be different for you. Like, you might not. You might think these are overrated. Well, we think they're underrated.
Yeah, taste is subjective, and then as our palates change throughout the year, because I'm in the mood for something different today than I was 6 months ago in South Carolina summer heat. With all the humidity and everything. There's some of them I don't want during that time of year.
Nope.
We're in the wintertime. These are the ones I want. These are the ones I'm going back to consistently, especially because they're such great values. Yeah. So,
well, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section below of something you'd like for us to try if you have an idea.
Till next time, be safe, enjoy.
Take care.
Cheers. Take care.